Could I still convince Apollo maybe to stick where they are, stay where they are?
Are we not going to see Persephone? I thought you found a way to her.
Oh, okay. I'm locked in.
I should get going. Persephone awaits.
Right behind you.
Alright. I guess it's part of my choice. Let's see. Apollo. No, that's what you say. Okay. I'm so curious what other path could have led us here. If we hadn't convinced Apollo to help us.
If you're angry with anyone, Persephone, be angry with me. It was I who...
I will deal with you later.
Hello.
I was willing to leave you be, Grace. To wait until your guilt was certain. And yet here you are, in my domain, uninvited. Why? Are you here to beg for mercy? Are you here to challenge me? Should I be afraid?
I just have questions.
This isn't a challenge, Persephone. I have questions.
Questions for me? Good. Because I have questions for you.
Alright.
Do you really expect us to believe that Calliope chose you? What's the real story? Did you stumble across her as she lay dying and desperate? Are you an accident? Did you learn what she was? Did you torture her, hold her at the point of death until she agreed to hand over her Eidolon?
Persephone, this isn't...
You have every reason to try to prove your innocence, Grace. But I have no reason to help you.
This is true. So, while the line of questioning is very aggressive, I understand where Persephone is coming from. And, you know, the odds don't look great, obviously. So, I will be cooperative. But, I really don't want to ask for Apollo's help here. Apollo gave us a warning about power of prophecy. So, the less I rely on Apollo, the better. I don't trust Panic as far as I can throw him, and I don't know the other idols enough to count on them. And I didn't bring Freddy into this world, so can't rely on Freddy. Hopefully Freddy will be safe wherever they are. So I believe that your apartment is the only statement here that doesn't like directly accuse Persephone nor ask for Apollo's help. So it is what it is. Calliope lived at your apartment.
You knew Calliope.
We all knew Calliope.
She was staying at your apartment.
You knew her. Better than I or anyone else suspected.
Are you implying that I had something to do with her death?
Prove you didn't. That's how idols work, isn't it?
Whoops. I guess there's no way to have like an ample conversation there. Oh! She's using to sing.
You hear that? You're in my house, little muse.
Oh, power time. I see.
You want answers? Fight for them.
Very well. Ready? Boy.
Lost little girl, you shouldn't have come here. And I sure ain't in the mood to make new friends. Go home, little girl. The shadows drawing near, and you all alone. We both know how this ends. Let's see how far she bends. We all know how this ends.
No.
Thanks for the welcome, it's my first time here. You've made your feelings for me crystal clear. You play your show just go grab a beer. Didn't come here to quarrel with you. Love what you've done here, this place comes up well. You've nailed the theme, it really feels like hell. Guess you're not looking for new clientele. Just as well, that's a 5-star review. Let's try the easy way. Hear what I have to say.
They get younger every year. Little big shots that drift through here think they're bringing something new to the door. And you've heard it 1,000 times before. Honey, I've heard it 1,000 times before. Honey, I've heard it 1,000 times.
Why would I come down here and start a brawl? I'm just running out of time is all. If it's true that I'm just lost and small, why you keeping your guard up?
Now she's lifting rifts from pen. So familiar, so secondhand. What a stock dime a dozen troubadour. Honey, we've heard it 1,000 times before. Oh, we've heard it 1,000 times.
I was locked out.
Says she's heard everything before, and she can't be excited anymore. But maybe there's 1,000 brand new songs been right in front of her all along. Let me hear you. On the
Oh,
left now. Come on. How long since you heard something new?
maybe that's locked out because I didn't try
Or
trades.
is that piece of you dead and buried in this cemetery? You ate a bad seed that's not on me. Rotten too long, blossomed all wrong.
We change shape in time. You'll see we all rot away into who we will be. Your youth wasn't stolen like it was from me.
Let me help you.
Don't touch me. I don't need help from any of you. I was alone when you know who kidnapped and crushed all my dreams till amuse. I just want Calliope back.
Your Majesty, do you understand who I am? Who I am? Who I am?
No. No, you've earned your answers.
I can sympathize and empathize, but I felt
Calliope
like it
came
wasn't.
to me years ago. She'd grown tired of arguing with the idols, tired of being branded a troublemaker. She couldn't watch the idols wither away without a fight. I knew how she felt. So I gave her the apartment.
Okay. At that last point, I could have like reached out and said those words, but there is a difference between empathy and sympathy. Neither me, myself, as the player, nor I think Grace can really understand that kind of pain. At least I don't think Grace has gone through that kind of pain. But perhaps we'll learn something new, and in another playthrough, if we learn more about Grace, I might make that choice. In this one, I felt it was more correct, it was more right to rely on the memory of Calliope in that moment and try to carry the legacy. I'm a little bit afraid, though, that that might mean that we are becoming Calliope. I don't want Grace to lose their identity, but again, we'll make our choices and we'll see where they lead. How well did you know her?
So you must know better than anyone what she's been up to.
Not exactly. Calliope and I haven't spoken for at least 2 years. After I heard the news, I went to the apartment and turned it upside down. I had to know the
The
truth.
mess.
That was you?
I didn't find anything. Nothing to say what she had been involved with, or gotten into, or who she might have been fighting with.
That was a bit.
That means one of two things. Either whatever happened to her was sudden, or it was secret.
I suppose you're right.
Calliope was never one to keep secrets. When she was doing something, everyone knew about it.
None of you were talking to her. Who would she tell?
You're clever. Maybe there's a chance Calliope chose you after all.
If it wasn't Grace, that means someone else was behind Calliope's death. Someone who could keep their involvement hidden.
Pan.
One of us.
Is that why Pan's helping us? Was Pan her confidant? Must it be an idol?
Does it have to be an idol? You thought I killed Calliope. Couldn't it have been some other mortal?
Despite how he might
Motivation.
look, it's not a simple matter to kill an idol.
It was difficult enough to believe you had done it. If another mortal killed her, they somehow escaped detection. We found nothing, no evidence of a battle.
You looked?
Of course we looked. What do you think was happening while you waited? If Calliope was attacked elsewhere, even magic revealed no trace of it.
Ah. I feel like we'll still be able to ask these questions. I'm gonna go with, did you say magic first? Let's arm ourselves with information.
Wait. Did you say magic?
You can battle me through a song in a world of your own creation, and yet magic is beyond belief?
Well, sure. I just thought...
We have our powers just as you have yours.
Alright.
I
fair
can
enough.
grow a field of corn like nobody's business.
Heck yeah.
Some would say our powers are also magic, but true magic is a different and older power. Hecate's domain.
Oh.
And it was of no use here.
We shouldn't rule it out. We haven't tried everything yet.
Unless Hecate's in on it, did Calliope have enemies?
Did Calliope have any enemies? The way you talk about her, she must have.
Everyone, right?
What? What am I missing?
Well, Calliope had a way of making people angry. She could be argumentative.
Yes, but enough to make enemies who wanted her dead?
Not that you or I know of, apparently, but that doesn't mean they didn't exist.
What about Pan? I hope this is a what about Pan, as in Pan as the confidant, and not what about Pan, Pan is the murderer. This is the trouble with the choice-based games sometimes. The full context is not always available, but sure, what is Grace thinking here when Grace asks what about Pan? This will at least give me a little more insight into Grace's character.
What about Pan? He showed up at my place out of nowhere, right after I left the chorus.
He did what?
I have to wonder what his angle is.
Mm-hmm.
He has one, that's for certain. Though I've never thought of him as a killer. It would be too messy.
Still, we should consider the idea. For him to show up so quickly is odd.
Mm-hmm. Should we tell Athena?
Couldn't we go to Athena with this? If you've changed your minds and you're both part of the chorus.
Athena would be sympathetic, but the die has been cast.
Alright, you gotta
She
read.
won't go back on the edict, not without clear evidence.
Oh, now you want evidence.
She acted on the information she had. If we want to sway her, we need something better.
No proof of an additional battle. At this point, I am inclined not to suspect either of them. Persephone, I had already kind of written off as a possible suspect from the beginning. She is way too overt about her feelings for me to believe that she was part of the murder. Like, openly glaring at us at the beginning, even if she holds a grudge against all the idols. Us specifically was like very personal. Apollo, I'm a little bit on the fence on, because Apollo says there are regrets there and there's like a lot of inaction. And Apollo can't really say anything directly to us or directly help us. So it's unlikely, but I think it's still possible that even though I don't think Apollo's the killer, I still think I have a suspicion that Apollo is involved in some way, even if indirectly. This feels pointless. So I won't ask that you are both the suspects, basically what I'm saying.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You know the idols. Don't you have any ideas?
I told you I wouldn't be of much help, Grace.
Did you now? That's unsurprising. When are you ever of help to anyone but yourself?
Says the woman who forced Grace to challenge her rather than answer a simple question.
Calliope died, Apollo. Calliope, who came with us all the way from the old world.
You think I don't know that? Are you forgetting what the Muses meant to me?
Stop fighting.
Stop it! Stop fighting! Is this what the idols are like? You just what? Live forever and never get over anything? Super. Becoming a god was such a gift. Wow.
Oop.
Calliope, I'm listening now. Tell us what end you were doomed to.
Calliope, blinded by fire, one match did you strike that consumed you.
I asked her to use the power.
How could you blame her? What could she have done to earn such a fate? You are blinded.
God of the sun hides from his own eyes. What would you know about fate?
You say that you know her, she was family to us, yet you don't hesitate to accuse her. Oh, queen without a throne, go bitter with fury. Not everyone seeks to betray you.
Stop this.
There is something missing we're blinded to.
Yes, there's more to seek.
Apollo, your help is not needed here. Go ahead and abandon another muse.
How could you throw that gauntlet at me? Could your heart shrivel any further?
You abandoned me to
A
a terrible fate.
You replay your injuries
It's
till
far
it's
too
too
late.
late.
You know how far I've been before I snapped.
This
This
is
is
not
not
about
about
you. Enough! This helps no one.
There he is, God of the sun.
I will not have a choice here.
You a queen with all that means. Stop
Oh.
looking for a fight.
It was for me.
These old wounds words, they distract and blind you. You can't see yourselves.
He doesn't know what's important.
And you do?
I'll stay with Persephone.
Follow him or stay.
Apollo, I don't think can help us. And I
Now
really
that
shouldn't
Apollo
have.
isn't sucking all the oxygen out of the room, perhaps we can get somewhere.
Was all that necessary? Like Apollo said, fate is a fickle thing. I am hesitant to rely on Apollo for much of anything. I realize that I am jumping partners here through every act we've been through so far. But the choices I was given was Freddy, the mortal, very vulnerable, very fragile. Pan, the trickster, super untrustworthy. Apollo, the morose, and a power that we cannot rely on. And now we're here with Persephone, a wounded soldier who bears her scars. Perhaps not with pride, but quite openly. If I'm forced to make a choice again, at least at this moment in time, I think I would choose Persephone again. But let's see when or if we would come to that point. I did not pick the most mediating of answers during the song, trying to see a bit of reason there. And ultimately, I was like made to choose, and I didn't choose, and it pushed me towards Persephone, which I was leaning towards anyway. Oh well. Was all that necessary?
Was all that really necessary? His reaction wasn't great, but you did provoke him.
It wasn't my finest moment, but you saw how he transformed. Apollo likes to pretend he's not the man he used to be, but behind that sad facade lurks exactly the lout I remember. I'll admit the problem you present is a sticky one. If an idol is behind Calliope's death, they're clever. I need time to formulate a plan.
You're going to help me.
You've decided to help me then? I wasn't sure you would.
I've already admitted that Calliope might actually have chosen you. Don't push your luck.
Oh, I didn't mean...
You have fight in you. You've taken quickly to the Muse's powers. It's possible that she saw the potential. So yes, I'll help you. If, however, this has all been a desperate deception, well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Is Athena really not an option?
I have to ask, is Athena really not an option? She wouldn't see what you see? At all?
She might. Athena's no fool. She sees everything in terms of risk. Anything with the slightest chance of being a danger to the idols will not be tolerated.
Makes sense. And maybe our culprit knows that.
Maybe whoever's behind this knows that, and is counting on it.
To what end? To ensure the death of a hapless mortal girl?
To
Scapegoat.
ensure that whoever became the next muse won't survive.
I can't imagine why anyone would want to eradicate the power of the last muse. Still, it's worth considering.
Tell me what I should do. Well, I guess we're locked into this relationship. Let us see it through.
What should I do while you're formulating? I don't like sitting on my hands.
Yeah, I've noticed. If you wish to keep busy, burn down the city, start a revolution, become a terror the likes of which mortals only dream.
I'm good.
Really?
No, Grace. Go home. Be
Oh, it's a joke.
patient. When you see me next, I'll have a better idea of what to do.
Ooh, that's a death flag. Queen of the Throne. Throw your law with Persephone. Finish Act 1. Okay. That is Act 1.
Hey, Freddy.
Freddy again.
Hey. Is everything okay?
Not really. I felt like crap after you left.
Let's make up.
I don't know why I acted like that. I just had this image of you being swept off into some new world without me.
I should apologize, not you. I will not say I can't live without you, because that would definitely seal Freddy's fate into, like, helping us here, and the less Freddy is involved, until we can solve the murder at least, the better, and goodness knows if Athena will actually let Freddy be part of this world after that. I should apologize, not you. And the "you're forgiven" sounds really crass.
You're apologizing. After I dumped the whole "hey, I'm a god" thing on you, I'm the one who should be sorry.
No. I'm gonna cry.
Wait until after we figure out how to save my sorry life.
Right you are. Tell me what's happened since I saw you last.
Alright, here's the download.
Persephone runs a club called the Underworld. That's a little on the nose.
I wouldn't suggest saying that to her face.
And you ended up staying with her instead of Apollo? I don't know, Grace. She sounds a little volatile.
Thoughts on Persephone? Excuse me. I'm gonna go with she has her reasons.
She has her reasons. I just hope I don't end up on her bad side again.
You'll figure your way out of it. You're still you.
I am still me. That's true.
So what are your options? You need to go back to Persephone at some point?
I could go back to Apollo's as well. Make sure he's not sore about what happened.
Oh, and, there's this. Pan left a card, says, "Come by Olympus." I doubt he means the mountain in Greece.
Oh. The idols live there.
That name keeps coming up. The idols live there, or at least most of them do.
Sounds cool. Even if Pan is there.
Still not a fan?
You know how some people just set your teeth on edge? That's Pan. I can't help it. But it doesn't matter. I said I'd help, and that's what I'll do. You can count on me, Grace.
Thanks, Freddy.
The muse? Oh, the embodiment of inspiration. Can you believe it?
Yeah, kinda.
Ooh. I should talk to Persephone or go see what Pan wants. Interesting, I have multiple choices here. And I think time might be a factor, and the order in which I talk to people might affect the dialogue options we have as well.
I didn't realize "come by any time" would be taken so literally, Grace. Something specific on your mind?
Nope, I was just revisiting options. Tell me about the idols.
I'd like to know a little more about the idols. I am one now, right?
What constitutes a little more in this instance?
Yeah.
Well, what are we? Where did we come from? If an idol is a soul that moves from person to person, it must have started somewhere, right?
Ah, the big question. To which the answer is, nobody knows. I remember the original Persephone only vaguely.
Oh.
Indeed, I'm not even certain she was the original. Was there something before her? How did she get her idol on?
Okay,
I
I
couldn't
was
tell
wrong.
you. Evidently, we wrote little down in those early days, or were forbidden to, and our memories only stretch back so far. Anything beyond that simply isn't.
How can you not know where you're from?
Psst. Isn't it strange to not know where you come from? For all you know, the idols could be aliens.
Aliens? Grace, you watch too many movies.
Gods are okay, but aliens are just wacky fiction.
Fine, yes. It is strange. No, our earliest days aren't the only blanks in our memories, however. We have many.
Huh.
And the last was the day Zeus called us all together to tell us Rome had fallen and we should prepare for war. But did that war occur? I couldn't tell you. The last thing I remember after Rome was 1,000 years later, in the 16th century. I was in a different body, feeling as if no time at all had passed.
Huh.
Athena calls that period the gap. And that's what it feels like. All of us experienced it, and not one of us knows why or how.
Tell me more about this gap. Okay, I'm really glad I talked to Persephone again. I didn't think there'd be more information. I just thought I could revisit just because. But I'm getting a lot of information here that's really helping me.
The gap you mentioned. What was that like? Did you just wake up one day, or?
I wasn't asleep. I lived. I had lives. I passed on my eidolon. I may have known who I was and what I was, but perhaps I was completely unaware. All I know is that one day, Athena came to my nunnery, near Trieste, I think. The moment that I saw her, all the old memories came flooding back.
Huh.
My life during the gap was wiped away in an instant, and it never returned. If someone did that to us, they were powerful indeed.
What about Athena? I mean, she's the one who found you, right? She must have been aware.
Athena woke up on her own, or so she claims, and spent the next century rounding up those idols who remained. Zeus, however, was gone. What became of him, what happened in Rome, we've never pieced it together. It's troubling.
Interesting. There's an option to ask about Hades. I'm gonna ask about Calliope first. Butter them up.
Tell me more about Calliope. You and her were good friends, right?
We were.
And
if you had told me a decade ago that I would become close to one of the muses, I would have laughed in your face. I always considered them Apollo's creatures. Calliope, Clio, and Talia. Vapid, frivolous gods who handed off their eidolon to any artist who took their fancy. Every time I met one of them, they were someone else. I mean, Apollo called them the Sisters of Beauty, no matter their gender. Can you imagine that? That's such a stupid name.
I never thought of that. Do idols change gender a lot?
Well, we tend to seek out successors like ourselves, but it happens. With the muses, it happened frequently.
Sure.
Everywhere Apollo went, they surrounded him like a gaggle of ducklings, just like him to gather his own fans.
So, the passing of an eidolon doesn't necessarily mean death. I thought I was thinking that the reason that I thought this Persephone was the original was she talked so much about they talk about her so much as like she directly experienced the abuse from Hades. But if she passed on her eidolon, then it wasn't even her original body. So do the eidolons also pass on memories? In which case, yeah, we might really turn into Calliope at some point. I'm really worried about Grace here then, if that's the case. How did you end up friends with Calliope?
If you disliked the muses so much, how did you end up becoming friends with Calliope?
Well, she sought me out. She'd become more and more unhappy on Olympus, so she decided to leave just as I had, long before. Calliope asked for my help, and I laughed in her face. Go ask one of your sycophant mortals, I told her. I mean, surely one of them has some threadbare couch you can sleep on.
Wow.
Typically, she was undeterred. She didn't just want a place to stay. She said she wanted to learn how to be truly independent from an idol who had mastered it. What can I say? I mean, I am a sucker for a well-timed compliment. I took her in. Apollo was furious. He and Calliope were barely speaking, but he was certain she'd come crawling back to Olympus. Oh, it made taking her in all the sweeter.
You and Clive became friends after you took her in.
After you took Calliope in, that's when you became friends?
Well, no, not right away. I wasn't looking for a friend. What I was looking for was an opening act in the club. Calliope entertained here for years, and then eventually turned from performing to attracting new acts. She was in her element. She and I, well, we warmed up to each other eventually. She was more capable than I expected, and I adored her furious rants.
Calliope didn't seem like the furious type when I met her. That's hard to picture.
Oh, then you didn't really meet her. She was an idealist, and nobody could ever quite live up to her standards for very long. Her brothers and sisters, least of all. The idols needed to change, she said. They were withering away in the shadows, diminished and unwilling to save their own skins. When I joined the chorus, she expected me to change everything, as if I could single-handedly override Athena. I was to be her champion, and together we would bring revolution to the idols.
But the truth is...
Well, I was yet another disappointment. She left the club, but I gave her a place to live. We were supposed to stay in touch, but you know how it went from there.
Interesting. So she became a part of the chorus later, after she had become friends with Calliope. Well, now I'm curious how she was offered a seat. Tell me about Hades.
Are you willing to talk about Hades? If you don't want to, that's fine. I'm just...
Incredibly curious how I ended up murdering my husband.
Yes.
that, yeah.
You know, one might think that my hatred of Hades began when he kidnapped me and forced me to be his bride. But honestly, that wasn't it.
Huh.
I hated my brothers and sisters for letting it happen, but Hades himself terrified me. He had a presence. I mean, one that forever made him the most important man in the room. And me? Oh, I was nothing in comparison. When Hades began doting on me, trying to earn my favor, I swooned that he might deign to think of me that way. For centuries, I actually thought I was in love, that the kidnapping was the best thing that ever happened to me. It's funny how our perspectives change.
What changed between you and Hades?
If you got along with Hades for so long, what changed?
I did. I grew up. I was a trophy for Hades, a conquest that he expected to remain meek and unchanging forever. He went out of his way to keep me small. I slowly realized that, he'd always been that way. Manipulation and arrogance behind the handsome sneer. We battled for centuries. I hated him, and I told him so, but he refused to part with me. He declared that I was his and would stay in the underworld where I belonged.
And that's when you killed him?
That's when I killed him, yes. The first time one idol had ever murdered another. Thank you very much.
The first, but not the last? You were punished for killing Hades, right?
I'm guessing the other idols weren't thrilled with you killing Hades.
Well, yeah, they didn't know what to do with me. And Athena was furious that the most powerful remaining idol had been lost. See, this was before the war and before all the new rules.
Right.
The chorus had never once contemplated execution, but they certainly considered it then. In the end, they decided it was better to humiliate me. They ensured I did not benefit from Hades' murder, and stripped the throne I had wrested from his grasp.
Last powerful.
Which you weren't happy
Consider
about.
Zeus powerful then?
I asked them where they were all those years while I pleaded for help. I was held captive, and what was I expected to do? What, lie down and take it forever because Hades was more useful to them alive? No. I stopped doing what was expected of me the day I slit his throat. May he rot in Tartarus with the Titans for all eternity.
How did you end up running a nightclub?
How did you go from ruling the underworld to opening a nightclub named after it?
I won it in a bet with Dionysus, god of merriment.
Oh,
Okay, there
cool.
has to be a story there.
Well, the story is that he was a fool, but a charming one with many patrons. They built him a nightclub as his personal playground.
As you do.
And it was a grand old time for Dionysus in the 1970s, I assure you. But he didn't know how to run a business. By the time disco was ready to die, so was his stupid club. So I offered to make it profitable. If I succeeded, he would turn ownership over to me. He accepted because, frankly, all he wanted to do was drink anyhow.
Nice.
I was successful. The club became mine, and I kicked Dionysus out for never paying his tab.
Oh.
Sucks to be him.
Dionysus ever sobers up, he might decide to be sore about it, but so far, that hasn't happened.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I can think of for now. I'll see you around.
Oh, yes, that's where I'll be. Around.
You can ring my bell. Ring my bell.